Wow, that was close. If you're in real estate, whether you're an agent, a realtor, or a buyer, you better know the hammer of justice, fair housing laws. Because guess what? These laws aren't just here to save the day, they're here to save you from a world of legal pain. Stick around and learn how applying these laws and why they matter are all served up with a side of humor. Let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel, Living in Memphis in the Mid-South. I'm Amy Clark, your friendly neighborhood real estate agent. Today I'm diving right in, headfirst into fair housing laws. These laws are all about ensuring everyone has a fair shot at buying, renting, or financing a home. If you're thinking about, laws, boring, stick with me because we're turning this into a crash course that's actually fun. By the end, you'll know all the pitfalls, protecting yourself, and maybe even laugh a little. Oh, and while you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications because who doesn't want to know more wisdom about real estate and how funny it can be? Okay, what is fair housing? Well, let's start with the basics. Think of it as a golden rule of real estate. Treat others the way you'd want to be treated. Back in 1968, the Fair Housing Act was passed to stop discrimination based in the housing market. No more, you can't live here because we don't like the way you look, the way you pray, or who you live with. This law is built on 7 protected classes: race, color, national origin, religion, sex, disability, and familial status. These are heavy hitters on housing justice. Imagine them all as superheroes, the equality avengers. Together they fight against the villains based on discrimination. Now let's get real. Violating these laws isn't just a slap on the wrist. It's not like paying off a speeding ticket. These are very serious lawsuits, can cause reputational damage as well, plus a lot of money out of your pocket as a realtor. It's all for real and don't mess around with these laws. Okay, well, how does the Fair Housing Act apply to realtors and agents? Agents and realtors, you are the gatekeepers of the real estate world, and that's a big deal. But with great power comes great responsibility. Your job is to guide them, not to decide for them. Here's an example of what not to do. So a family asks about schools in a neighborhood, and you respond, "Oh, this is a great area for families just like yours." Ding dong, that's steering. You've just implied that the neighborhood is only suitable for a certain type of buyer. So another example in advertising, if you list a property ideal for young professionals or perfect for the Christian family, you're excluding people who aren't Christian or aren't young professionals. You're excluding people who don't fit into these descriptions. Unless your goal is to audition for the role of legal drama, avoid these phrases. Yes, there are certain things realtors cannot say when showing buyers homes. We can point you in the right direction. You have to make the decision for yourself. Oh, foul on the play. Steering is discriminatory in advertising, and that's a 10-yard penalty or maybe a big fine. Instead, stick to the facts. Talk about the property, not the people. Talk about the home and its facts. It has 3 bedrooms, 2,200 square feet, and it's close to schools and parks. That's fair to say. That's okay. This home is great for your kind of family. That's not fair to say. How it applies to buyers and renters. Now, let's flip the script. Buyers and renters, fair housing laws are your shield. Have you ever felt like you weren't being treated fairly or you were being treated differently? Maybe that rental property magically became unavailable after the landlord saw you. Yeah, that's discrimination. This is a real story. A client named Maria applied for a rental and she had great credit, a stable job, showing great glowing references. And the landlord took one look at her and said, "We're looking for someone with no kids." Boom, that's a fair housing law violation. Maria knew her rights, filed a complaint, and got housing she deserved. The landlord, let's just say he learned a very expensive lesson. The same applies when you're working with lenders. If you're offered worse terms than someone else with similar qualifications, that's a red flag. Fair housing isn't just about fines and lawsuits. It's all about the humor, the funny, the awkward moments when people are trying to avoid breaking the rules but fail miserably. Like the agent who said, "This neighborhood has a lot of culture." What does that even mean? Or the landlord who claimed, "We don't allow pets or saxophones." Yeah, smooth. And let's not forget the buyer who asked, "Can you tell me about the demographics of this area or the breakdown?" Newsflash, we can't. It's not just bad etiquette, it's illegal to answer the question. I can steer you in the right direction to let you know what the demographics are. You can drive around the neighborhood day and night. You can see for yourself. It's all about you and where you want to be for buying one of the most expensive things of your life. So to take away, be very professional, be informed, and when in doubt, stick to the facts. It's okay to be funny. It's not okay to be funny at someone else's expense. So if you feel like I've given you some good information, hit that subscribe button, like, and tap the bell for notifications. Give me some comments what you think about fair housing. If you have any fair housing issues that you've run into along your journeys in life, whether it's inspiring or outrageous or just plain funny, drop it in the comments below. And let's turn the real estate into a support group. And in closing here, just remember, fair housing isn't just about laws. It's about making dreams of home ownership come true and possible for everyone. Whether you're an agent, you're a buyer, or someone who loves learning about real estate, let's work together in the fair housing world where it's inclusive and makes everybody even a little funnier. Thanks for watching my video, and until then, stay fair and square. If you need a house in Memphis, please don't hesitate to contact me, Amy Clark with Realtors, at Living in Memphis in the Mid-South. Until next time, thanks.